late night freaks. I am here to continue on with this What's on Deck for You in June read, straight from the hip with lots of lip. I just want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, go ahead, subscribe. It only takes a second. It's free. It supports the channel. And I'm going to be bringing a lot of fun stuff here. I want you to be able to take part in it, all right, and get updates when it's coming around. Make sure you hit that bell. That'll keep you posted about what's happening here. And I just wanted to just take a moment, to tell you how much I appreciate all of you who have been coming to spend your time with me, sharing your energy with me by, bringing your voices in the comment section. I love hearing from you. I love to hear about, what the reads bring up for you. And I'm just really enjoying that interaction. So thank you so much for being part of my journey here on YouTube. I'm still just a newbie here. I haven't even been on YouTube for a year yet. So it's a the beginning for me, the beginning of everything's to come. And you're here at the beginning with me, and there's something really special about that. So I just want to let you all know that I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your support. And it may seem like those things don't really make a difference, but they absolutely do. It's that interactivity that gets the messages out into the feed. All right, and there's a lot of people out there that are trying to get their messages out into the feed. So every little bit helps, believe me. And it does not go unrecognized. I really do appreciate it. I also just want to remind you all that these readings are coming in a series of videos. I only have an hour to work with when I do a pre-record on my software. And I really wanted to give each sign, the reading that it deserves. So, um, I have to do multiples. I didn't want to give you just some little brief, 5-minute message. I will be including timestamps with these videos. It will be pinned in the comment section after the video airs, all right? Because I have to wait until it's aired and it's gone through its playthrough before I have the ability to do that. But those will be coming, so you can just jump ahead to the section of the reading that you want to get into. We just wrapped up with Virgo and Libra in the last read. That was a very weird experience. There was a lot of blockage going on. The message kept getting thwarted. I had to restart their video, several times, and I finally got it through. I had to work with a completely different deck for them. Okay, so if you tune into any of those reads and you're like, hey, why'd you use that deck with them? It's just, that's what came through. They didn't want the tarot. Okay, I don't know what to say. I got to flow with how the energy wants to move. But I'm back to the good old trusty tarot for you all. And I'm going to begin first by diving into Scorpio. You're next up. All right. So we're going to see, already getting sentience. Okay. I feel like there's a lot going on for you Scorpios. We're going to see what is coming in for Scorpio in this month of June. What's on deck for Scorpio in this month of June? What's coming Scorpio's way in June? All right, we got one card here on the deck. Ooh, we got something big is changing in your life, Scorpio. Something's getting moving here with this Wheel of Fortune. All right. I think you're about to really see things transform in your life very rapidly. I just heard that old Journey song in my head, "The wheel in the sky keeps turning," and I feel like you've been waiting for this change in your life for a while, and it's finally here. It's like you've been waiting a long time for things to sort of turn around in your life. I think that you've dealt with some disappointments. You've felt held back in certain ways, and I feel like you're finally seeing this point where you're getting to have the other side of the experience. You're coming out of sort of a challenging period where things are really going to start to flow more smoothly for you. Yeah, I see this could have to do with the King of Wands, okay? That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You know, there might be some change occurring in your relationship with a fire sign. When we're speaking of the signs and we're calling those out, we are looking at any significant placement. Okay, so that could be sun, moon, rising, Venus, or north node, or they could just have that house of one of those signs strongly aspected in their chart, meaning they have a lot of planets loaded in that sign's house. And that could have an influence too. This would also be somebody that could just present, you know, fire forward. You know, they're very confident, they're sure of themselves. You know, they're working their mojo. They're very sensual, but they're very empowered in their sensuality. You know, they know how to lay it down with that wands energy. And they're also a go-getter. You know, they're not afraid to go after what they want. They'll strike while the iron's hot. But on the same end, one thing that needs to be understood about a King of Wands energy is they're just fine on their own. They don't feel like they have to have a committed relationship. You know, they're very independent people. So if they ever do settle down, and make a commitment, it's because they've really arrived at a place where they're like, no, this is my person and I'm all in. So I see maybe there's been like a challenging cycle with this person that you've dealt with. You felt like things were really in a gridlock position. There was no forward momentum. I feel like something's going to free up. There's going to be some kind of movement in this situation. Yeah, I do see that you're standing your ground in this matter. You know, with all these wands at the bottom here, you know, it's really bringing up to me that it's like, you know what, anybody can throw some D my way, okay? Or, you know, some P my way, you know, whatever side of the fence you're on, all right? You know, but this is sort of like, I've dealt with the players, all right? I've had people, you know, coming at me sexually. I've dealt with that energy, you know, of it just being about that, somebody just wanting to get laid. I really want more than that. I'm looking for something secure in my life. I'm looking for somebody who wants to build with me, something stable. I'm not going to compromise myself with this anymore. I think maybe in the past, Scorpio, you did dalliance with that energy a bit. Like you didn't mind kind of just having some fun, having some hookups, you know, keeping things kind of light, casual. Maybe you were exploring your options. Maybe you had quite a few options, but I think, you know, I just heard more options, more problems. Like maybe you really realized that like playing the field so open like that really brought some complication into your life, some drama in your life. And now you're sort of holding yourself to a higher standard. You know, somebody needs to come at you with something real in order for you to appreciate this. Yeah, I see that you're not going to take this offer that comes forward to you. You're not, you know, you're disappointed. Look at this stance. Again, you know, you're really guarding your heart. I think because of the experiences you've been in the past, you're kind of in this position, Scorpio, where you're really protecting your heart. You don't want to get hurt again, you know? And I think you're focusing too much on the disappointments you've had in the past. And because of this, you can't see that, you know, spirit is here making you a real genuine offer of love. You have to turn around and take it though. And what I'm getting is this genuine offer of love. It's not like, it's not what you're used to. It's not like your typical type. I feel like they kind of break the mold in a way. And because of that, um, you're not really giving it, you know, the fair opportunity that it deserves. I think there's a part of you that's still hung up on this King of Wands energy. That's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like this King of Wands is somebody that you were really tangling with in the past, you know, and I see you in this card, the way I laid it out, you know, that's what you're looking back at, you know, you're looking back at, you know, this King of Wands energy. Right? And that's not where your love offer is. And this is why you're not feeling totally fulfilled and satisfied. Just turn around, man. This is a legitimate love offer that actually meet you where you're at. We really see you're stuck in this place of feeling sorrow and regret for what didn't work out the way you wanted it to in the past. All right. But, you did learn something from that experience. All right. You did learn something from that experience with this Page of Wands energy. Okay. There's something you learned about yourself, and you learned about your worth, and what you require moving forward in order for you to feel like you can really invest in a relationship. And I do see that you have somebody right now who's offering it to you with this Two of Cups. All right. This is your soulmate. You know, you really need to embrace this new energy and stop robbing yourself of the joy you deserve to feel. I feel like this person that wants to build with you, they're legit, man. With this Ace of Swords here, okay? That is the truth. That is the word, all right? Ace of Swords is a truth confirmation card. They're not afraid to tell you they love you. They're not afraid to say, look, I can stand on it. I can 11:44 on the clock when I just said that, okay? This is like blessed union. It's like that, true partner energy. They match you in every way. 11:44. They match you in every way. And there's something very kismet about this relationship that you got. Is a true soul partner. And they don't have a problem telling you they love you. They don't have a problem being demonstrative, to show you that they love you. They want everybody to know they got you. They're proud of you, and they're really willing to back up their words with action. That's what you've been waiting for, right? But I feel like there's like this little piece of you that you just need to kind of like flick off, like a flicking off a fly from a turd is what I just got. Like you're focusing too much on the bullshit. Like use that fucking manure to make some flowers grow in your life, all right? Because like this energy that I'm getting here is like, those flowers are going to grow your bouquet. I mean, I feel like this is somebody that's really invested in you. They really love you, and they're willing to back it up. And it takes you into full on Empress energy, okay? This is also associated with the sign of Taurus, okay? And Libra, this Empress card here, all right? But it's about moving into that energy of balance where you're really feeling yourself, you're in your element, you have abundance, you're dancing through life, you feel the spirit of celebration because you've really like stepped into your own energy, and you're not operating from a place of lack or desiring anything more because everything is meeting you in the place that you're ready to receive. The only problem I see is that you're so guarding your heart. You're so worried about getting hurt again that you're kind of blocking this energy a bit, you know? You're blocking this energy a bit. Now, I don't know if this is a new person in your life or maybe you're dealing with sort of like trying to reboot things in a current relationship. I want to kind of like make room for all potentialities here, right? Because there's a lot of different people who turn in for the readings. I don't want to stick with just one story. There's multiple ways that this can apply. And with these downloads coming in, I want to speak to them. So this could be, the reason why you're looking back at the past is maybe, this person, you used to be with them and they were a real player, but their energy is kind of transformed. They've gone through an up level. They can offer you something different now. You know, they learned their lesson. They're ready to step to the plate. And maybe you've been refusing them because you're focusing too much on what happened in the past. You're looking at them as they used to be and not who they are now. And then in essence, you're cutting off the opportunity for something really beautiful happen, for you to come into union. That's another story. This could be a new person and you're not fully embracing this new opportunity with a new person because you keep looking back at, who hurt you in the past, and that's distracting you. It's keeping you from fully letting in this new opportunity. That's another, possibility. The third possibility is that you're single right now. You're not with anybody, but you are really fixated on a past person. And because you're fixated on a past person, you can't see the opportunity that's right fucking in front of your face if you would just turn around and face forward instead of looking back. Okay. So either way, there's this issue with you're guarding yourself and you're protecting yourself because of what happened in the past. And unfortunately, you've been focusing too much of your energy on the past and you're not looking at what's going on right now. It's actually the seed of your future. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of sentience with this. So this is definitely the message. Yeah, you need to find your balance. This is really out of balance right now. With this Two of Pentacles in reverse. How do you expect things to move forward in a positive way when you're, upside down on a horse, man? That's like getting dragged a hard mile, okay? You need to bring things into balance. Maybe it would be good, Scorpio, to just like go take some time to yourself, even just a little day at the beach, or a walk in the woods, just some private space for yourself. Yeah, I'm really getting this with this full energy. Get out there, explore a bit, maybe take some road trips, go on some hikes, just spend some time alone that, gives you an opportunity to get outdoors, get in some fresh air, move your body a bit, and hold space with what you're feeling. I just got this message that it might be very helpful for you to do what I kind of call like an urban shaman vision quest, where you take your issue, the thing you're struggling with, and you take it with you on a hike, or you take it with you out into nature for a day, and during that day that you're spending outside in nature, or during your hike, you're focusing on this issue you're having. You're focusing on your big question that you're looking for an answer or solution to. And then you trust while you're in this space, when you're out in this natural environment, when you're on your hike, the answers you need will arrive. And it's an opportunity for you to just use that time solely to focus on this problem, this issue you're having. And pay attention. Pay attention when you're out there on your hike, or when you're spending time outdoors. Notice, the signs that come, the signposts that come that help speak to you about your direction, and maybe what the solution is, what the next steps you should take, or what you need to do for healing in this situation, or how you can go about, letting go of what you went through in the past in a peaceful way, and feel safe, opening up your heart again. This is coming through really strongly. I feel this would be some good work for you to do. Just, clear out the old energy. But I feel like to clear it out, you need to get outdoors. Like, you need to get outside. You need to get moving your body. You need to go and let yourself really feel the support of nature around you, and something's going to come through. And I've really seen it work so effectively that when you take a question like that out into nature, you let nature hold the space for you, you ruminate on it while you're going for your hike. And that's the time you've earmarked for that, you give yourself this space. Okay, I'm going to go and just totally go deep into everything I'm feeling about this situation. And this is the space I'm holding for it. I'm going to let nature hold this space, or I'm going to let my hike hold this space for this. It really does create a lot of movement, a lot of internal movement, and it can help you process the energy and break through the other side of it. But the beauty of it is you're putting parameters around your processing time with it. I feel like you've been too fixated on this. You've been ruminating on it too much, and it's throwing you a bit out of balance. I feel like it would be really smart to put some containment around this, where it's like, no, I'm only going to think about this when I'm on my hike. That's the time for that. That's the time for me to muddle through this, try to figure out my next steps, let the guidance come in for me so I can receive it. And when that's done, it's time for me to deal with what's going on right now, and not be looking behind me at what happened. I see that this will really transform your situation, okay, with this magician energy. there's a lot of new beginnings coming in for you. And I believe that you can really alchemize this shit, you know? I believe that you can, put the shadow behind you and really start to direct your energy forward in an empowering way. And sometimes with the magician, it can be like, I didn't think there was any hope left. I didn't think that I would ever be able to fall in love again. And some of you are falling in love again, and you're seeing that it's always possible for there to be a new beginning, and you're having a really beautiful experience with this. But I do feel like there's this magical energy available to you. There's this real opportunity for the kind of love that you've been looking for. But it has a lot of new energy around it to me, just with the card showing up with this full energy that's really about a whole brand new cycle. It's like that's going off into the unknown, and opening up yourself to all the sweetness on offer for you, all right. And yeah, it can be scary. I mean, it's vulnerable to really open our hearts and embrace that. But look at this. I mean, we have this beautiful, love union here. I can't help but notice the dragonfly energy that's next to the female figure, okay? Dragonflies are all about illusion, all right? So I feel like you need to break some of these illusions that you've had and know that, love is possible. Sometimes it can be a beautiful thing, and bless up the times of the past. But things can change. This is really about you overcoming your fears that are rooted in what you've been through in the past with this Nine of Swords energy, letting go of that anxiety and being willing to accept that maybe you're dealing with a whole new situation, because that time is come and gone. The past is done. 22:33 on the clock when I said that. Like that was fate for that cycle to come to a close. You don't need to sit there and continue to ruminate about it. It was fate for the past to come to a close. It was fate for things to go down exactly the way they did with that past person because it's actually aligned you, with your true purpose and with the person you're actually supposed to be with, okay? So just trust, all right? The past has come to a close, but it brings a successful completion. It promises that, that's the right decision. And there's a lot to hope for on the other side. But I think you all are going to be tempted. I think you're going to be tempted nonetheless, you know, despite, despite what the cards are saying, I think you're going to be tempted nonetheless. Okay. Because we see King of Wands, Queen of Wands here showing up. Okay, true pair. This was the past person that you were looking at. All right. You feel this is your person. You feel this is your person. All right. But we see here with the Page of Swords that there's something sneaky going on here. So I don't know if some of you Scorpios have been, doing some stuff online with this past person, you know. Maybe you've been kind of like keeping an eye on their profiles on social media, trying to figure out what's going on with them. Maybe you've been hitting up their DMs. You're hoping for another go around. I do feel like there's some investigating going on here. You're trying to dig up some information. Just be aware. You got a real opportunity on offer, it looks like. Just be aware, that this could sabotage you. This could sabotage you. So I want to get a cut of the deck and energy on this and see what it says for you, Scorpio. Dude, for real, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Don't be a fucking dumbass, okay? Look at this shit. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. You really want to go down that road again? I mean, what is this about at the end of the day? Is it about your ego? Is it about your ego? You feel like you want to pull one over on them? You want to get revenge? You want to show them how badly they hurt you by doing them dirty? Are you sure you even can? Do you think you can beat them at their own game? Do you? You don't want to get into this Seven of Swords energy. You're going to find that you're the one who loses out with that. You need to give this shit a rest with the Four of Swords. You do. You need to give this shit a rest. You need to let go. You need to let go. You need to trust. You need to trust the judgment that was made, or you'll regret it for real, man. That's a big, big, strong message coming through. You know this. In your heart of hearts, you know this. If you tap into your Queen of Cups energy, Scorpio, that's you. You know, if you get in touch with your intuition, you know, you're going to be able to really feel this out. This person that you're drawn to, Three of Wands, you know, they're giving that wand to someone else, you know, and if this is a masculine drawn to a feminine from the past, you know, they got more wands in the picture. This is somebody who's already, you know, got a partner. They're already with somebody, and you're acting like a third element here, you know, and you have your own person. You know, there's somebody here that's making a legitimate love offer to you. So I see third party situation here. That's what I see. And I feel like this isn't the first time you've lived out this story. I think it's time for you to rewrite your love story, Scorpio. It's time for you to create something altogether new for yourself, because what I see is you got a King of Pentacles energy here. That is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who is ready to make you a serious offer, a real commitment. And you would be wise to grab it and not sabotage it by fucking around with shit that you know is only going to burn your ass in the end, for real. I see you. You're sitting here. You're trying to make up your mind. But look, there's a blindfold going on here, okay? You can't see everything that's going on, all right? You can't see everything that's going on. And I do feel like you're trying to protect yourself. I do feel like part of the way you're trying to protect yourself is by keeping your attention on what this person is doing. You want to make sure that, you know, they don't come at you sideways or whatever. But, you know, the end result with that is that you actually end up stuck and entangled in that energy. And it can sabotage this present offer you have on deck. I mean, what I'm telling you is true. This is the Justice card showing up here. Like it or not, where things are at, this is the balance. And the reason why you feel imbalanced with that Two of Pentacles that came up in reverse initially is because you're trying to fight the natural balance of things, the way that, you know, life balanced it out. It's fair. It's just. Justice doesn't fucking show up without it being a fair judgment. Libra energy with that justice, okay? Just be mindful. Just be mindful of what you're playing with, because when justice shows up on the scene, it means that what you got now is justice. So to go around and start to play with this old energy again, you're moving against justice, and that never turns well. In the end, it puts you back in this Eight of Swords energy, you know, imprisoned by your own bullshit. You know, get the fuck over it. That's all I have to say with that. I have to say that. I'm sorry. I got to speak strong to you Scorpios. You know, there's some Scorpio out there that needs to hear this message. Y'all need to start moving correctly. You need to stop sabotaging yourself. You got a really good opportunity here. Don't fucking blow it by keeping yourself attached to an old version of yourself and an old story that doesn't really fit it anymore. It doesn't fit where you're going. You know, you're too damn impulsive with this Knight of Swords energy. You think, you know what's up. You know, you act impulsively, and then afterwards, when you really get a chance to sit with it, you realize, oh, fuck, man? I just sabotaged everything. You're in a good situation right now. There's give and take in your situation. There's giving and receiving. It's balanced. Did you ever think that maybe that's why it feels so uncomfortable for you? That maybe you're just so used to always having to like chase after somebody or change yourself to suit somebody else's needs or fit into their desires while you put yours on the back burner, that when you actually find somebody who wants to meet you on the same level, they're willing to give you what you're looking for, they're ready to fucking show up and make a legitimate offer that feels fucking uncomfortable for you, take that one out. Take that one out on a hike, man, because I feel like it's coming in really strong for you. You need to let go of the grief, okay, with this Three of Swords. All right? You need to let go of the grief of the past. That time is done. It's dead with this death card. Come on, Scorpio. You understand this death energy better than any of the signs. You know, this is your card. You know how to bring things to closure. One of your ruling planets is Pluto. You know, and this is a Pluto RX cycle. We're in a Pluto retrograde cycle. You know, RX, you know, I said that because RX always makes me think of it's the remedy. You know, it's the remedy. The remedy is to let go gracefully, allow the past to die so you can move forward free into the new opportunities on offer for you. Yeah. By letting go, you get forward motion. You get forward motion in your life. One final cut of the deck energy on this read for Scorpio. I didn't mean to get real and raw on you all, but when I see somebody about to blow a beautiful fucking opportunity in their lives on some past bullshit that's only going to lead them back into a very dark place, I gotta give you a talking to. Yeah. There's an opportunity for you really to experience a deep healing here. And let me tell you, that deep healing is going to lead you to a spirit of celebration, and a celebration with this one, this King of Pentacles, who's ready to make a serious offer of union, you know, what you've been looking for. I'm picking up big time, you know, marriage vibes for those who are inclined in that way. I do see there's a reason to celebrate this relationship. This is a beautiful new beginning for you, but you know, you can have a tendency to sabotage yourself. Bring it to a close. It's so clear here. You need to accept the death of the old cycle with the 10 of swords. Stop fighting it. And it's by accepting that death, look, the light comes back in again and blesses you up in your life. All right, Scorpio? I mean, I feel for you. It's not easy, you know, bringing closure to some of these cycles, especially when you invested a lot of your time and your energy and your heart, and you had certain desires or certain wishes, but there's too much about this situation that doesn't feel right. You know, we know with the Seven of Swords energy in there, there was a lot of deception. There was a lot of, you know, manipulation. There was a lot of selfishness, you know, people acting in their own interests, not considering how other people were being treated. I feel like there was a lot of hurt, you know, caused on both sides. On both sides, you know, and I think that's the piece that you haven't really looked at yet. And you need to look at that piece. It's an important part of it, you know, grieve it, let it go. And you got a beautiful new cycle coming in, and somebody is really ready to give you what you deserve. All right. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. That's all I'm saying. Don't fuck it up. It's hard out here on these streets. It really is. People are in the thick of it, and you know, I understand. I understand because Scorpio, you know, it's your ruling planet that's retrograde, and it's a heavy planet. Pluto is some heavy shit. You know, it will take you really deep into your shadow and processing the shadows of your past, your old wounds. You know, it will. It will, Scorpio, but you're going to get beyond that, you know? You're going to get beyond that. And for Scorpio to kind of be bleeding into Sagittarius like this, you may have been dealing with the Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you may have been dealing with a Scorpio. Also, Sagittarius, it's possible that you're just working with that Scorpio energy. Maybe you're, kind of being a little bit secretive right now. Maybe you're keeping your moves close to the chest. You're not really letting people know what's going on with you. You're keeping a little quiet, kind of keeping to yourself, but you're very aware of what's going on around you. I'm just picking up that energy with you, Sagittarius. I also feel like you're also kind of in a similar space to Scorpio, and that you're looking for more information on your situation. You're looking for more information. So there's definitely sort of this like feeling things out, looking beneath the surface of things. I also feel like you've also been doing a lot of personal investigation. I feel like your dream life has been super active, and there's been a lot of message coming through for you in your dreams, and it's given you a lot to kind of digest. It's I feel like some of you are getting prophetic dreams that just came in. You're getting sort of messages about things that are coming in for you, or changes you need to make. And I also feel like you're dealing with a big ending. There's something that you recently brought to a close, it was a pretty big step for you to take, but you had the courage to do it, and it's what transforms everything for you. Okay. So just opening channeled messages there coming in for Sagittarius. And we just want to see what's on deck for Sagittarius in June. What's coming Sagittarius's way in June? Ooh, you got a lot to say. You got a lot to say. All right, let's see here. So, first thing that came out was Judgment with the Six of Cups. All right, couple messages that come through here. I see that there was a final decision made in a custody case. Okay. This is the first thing that's coming through for me. It just came through loud and clear. I feel like some of you have been in the process of going through a divorce. There's a child involved, and custody was definitely something that needed to be hammered out in the courts. And there was some legal back and forth on this. I feel like it was drawn out for a while. I feel like it was really hard on your heart. It really weighed heavily on you, but I feel like a judgment has been made. And I feel like this is a judgment that you feel good about, okay? Because if you notice the figure in this judgment card, they're just chilling, they're resting. It's like, oh, we finally got through that, I can finally rest easy. So this feels like this was a positive, resolution in this matter for those of you that resonate with that story. For others of you, I feel that, a judgment was made about a person from your past, somebody that you used to have a deep connection with. I feel like you came to some final conclusion about this person, all right? We'll look deeper, we'll see what that's about, see how as this story unfolds, and these pieces come together. The third story that's coming through here is that, there's something that you were able to resolve with a mother, maybe you had kind of like a falling out with your mom. Maybe you and your mom saw a particular situation involving a child differently. It could be, you were at odds on that level. This could be, the mother of your child for you masculines, maybe you couldn't get on the same page with parenting, you have different views on parenting, but I see somewhere with a mother in the picture, you were able to come to a peaceful resolution. You guys were able to iron things out in a way that feels fair. And I do see that there was a direction, that you were investing your energy in, but it kind of like came of came out a little askew. So I feel like you were sort of like on the fence, like, should I continue to invest my energy in this direction? I'm not really seeing anything pan out here. I want to see the other cards that came out with this. Oh, yes. Okay. So this comes out with my card that I call If Wishes Were Horses, the Dreamers Would Ride card. All right. It's about, you know, making movement toward a big dream, like something that was really close to your heart, something you really wanted to invest your energy in. I feel like you saw like some progress, like you had some hope that it could lead somewhere, that it could become something. But then, in certain uncertainties started coming into the mix. Like maybe you didn't see as much progress as you were hoping for, or maybe the situation just kind of hit a stalling point, and it felt like there was no further growth happening. And you've been sitting there for a while trying to figure out, should I continue to invest my energy in this or not? Like, is it really going to, become what I hope it will be? I see that you deaded this energy, okay? And this is interesting because I did say maybe you were dealing with a Scorpio, the way your reads kind of bleeded into one another. And if that's the case, I feel like, you ended it with this Scorpio. This could have been somebody that you were involved with in the past, and maybe you were trying to, give it another go. This is pretty wild because the crossing influence that it came out as a crossing influence. Crossing influence is what could work for or against you in this situation. And the crossing influence is a King of Pentacles. Okay, well, that's not your sign, Sagittarius. That's Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I feel like this is what has been acting as a block to the manifestation of, your dream in relation to this person. Whoever this person was. Okay, we don't really have any other significator on the board other than the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is definitely speaking of a masculine earth sign that's acting as the roadblock to you achieving your dreams. So you feel like this has brought things to a closure. You see it as dead and done. But we do see at the basis of the matter is this devil energy here. All right. We have this devil energy here. And this is kind of feeling a little bound to a situation, right? Maybe you still have to deal with this person that it came to an end with because there's, money attachments is what I'm seeing. That devil is holding this Ace of Pentacles. I do see this chest here. It kind of reminds me of a dowry. This could be somebody you were in a serious relationship with where there was a sharing of assets. You thought you knew this person, you thought you could trust them, but they were wearing a mask the whole time. It was sort of like you made a bit of a deal with the devil, but I feel like there's something that still kind of connects you to this person, and it's related to finances. So you sort of have to continue to deal with them, at least for the time being. In the case that you are married to this person, you may have a child with them. And because of that, you're always going to have some kind of interaction with them. But I also feel like there's a bit of a kind of a toxic influence in this situation. You have to forgive me. I'm getting a lot of stuff tumbling in. So I'm going to speak to all of these stories. Some of them will apply to you and some of them won't. Okay. Not every story that comes in is for you, but I'm reading for a collective. So there's a lot of information pouring in right now. In some cases, I feel like you may have manipulated this person with money, or this person manipulated you with money as a way to kind of, keep you stuck in the connection. I do feel like there was some kind of power play involving money in this situation, where one had more, had more wealth accrued than the other. And they used it as a way to kind of have control over the other person. I am picking that up. Another thing I'm picking up, another possible story is that, this this woman you know, wore a good mask. You know, she really made you feel like she was interested in you, and there was a lot about her that really appealed to you because you know she looked like a good time. You know, she looked like a good time. She was your type. You know, you found her very sexually attractive. You know, you were definitely interested in her. And as I'm throwing out these gender terms, you know, apply it as it fits in your situation. I just have to receive it the way that it's being channeled, though. Um, but the whole time, you know, really, she was just sort of playing you for a sucker because she saw that you know, were in a good financial position and she wanted to get her hands on that. And it was 45:55 on the clock when I said that. Okay, so at 45, that's 9. Like this needed to come to an end, and 5:5, that's like 10, which is closing the cycle. You know, to start over again, you know, because this wasn't going to work out for you. This was not going to work out for you. There was a lot of messiness around money in this relationship, and somebody didn't have the best of intentions. I do see that you chose to go your own way, and with this Virgo significator here with the Hermit, again, there's another message coming in with this Virgo energy, you know, so this is interesting, but this is a card, it's an archetypal energy when we're looking at major arcana. Okay, so that means anybody can embody that energy. It's not like a court card showing up, but I do think it's interesting because we see that the crossing influence was Virgo energy. There's that financial piece again. Okay, and it's tied to Virgo energy potentially, you know. Virgo could be the earth sign front and center on this one, acting as the blocking, influence, and somehow money's connected to that. Somebody wants the money, you know, wants the security, and this is kind of a toxic element in the situation, you know. I do see it came to a close though, and this looks like this was the right decision for you because you secure your wealth. You may already be building wealth with another. You may already be building that, you know, stable home environment with another. Ten of Pentacles is usually a card of, you know, two people living together, building together. You know, their lives are enmeshed with each other. They're building a home together, you know. Um, and I see that, you know, you're in this Ten of Pentacles energy. So moving away from that was the right choice. It was smart. It preserves your security. It secures what you're building with another. It secures your home. It secures your assets. All right. And it also brings you a new beginning that comes in the fall. All right. There's something new coming in the fall. You're going to take a new action in the fall. Something comes in very rapidly here with this Eight of Wands energy. Okay, you may move to a new home. Maybe that's what this is about. You may move to a new home and you know, connect with somebody. You know, connect with your true partner, whether that's somebody you're already with. You know, you might really take things to the next level. This could be like getting married, really merging your lives together, and starting a whole new cycle. This could also be, you know, travel. You know, travel to a new locale. Travel with the intention of figuring out where you want to set up home. Maybe you have the desire to, you know, move to a new location. I see that this could be, you know, a really positive start for you. And if you're looking to maybe relocate in relation to new career prospects, it could be a very beneficial thing to, you know, make that move. I see it could really build a stable financial base for you and really bring you to that place of home that you're looking for, security. You definitely can root this, but I do see you likely building with another. It is also possible that you could come into a lot of money. This is pouring in right now. News comes in that you're going to receive some money. It could be from something like a will or a settlement. It's interesting. That message has been coming in for Sagittarius for a while, something in connection to some kind of big financial settlement, or maybe a loved one, left some of their estate to you. But I do see messages coming in around this. There's something in connection with like a big up leveling of money. This is not like something little. This is something that's been built over time. So it's either something that you're inheriting, okay, or it's something that you had to, go to court over and you win and you get the big settlement. And this frees you up, gives you the forward motion you need in your life. Or, you're moving to a new locale. You're moving to a new locale because of a career opportunity. And it really allows you to put down roots and have a lot of financial success, a lot of financial stability. And I feel like you're really building a home, building a home where you're going to find a lot of, balance. And we do see here you coming out in your own reading very strong with this Temperance card, okay? That is Sagittarius energy. I always see this with this. I can't help it every time I use this deck. I need to get some more tarot decks, so I can have some different artwork to work with, but I cannot help it on this particular deck. They are holding 2 of Cups, right? And with the energy that's flowing between those 2 cups, it looks like the astrological sign of Leo to me, okay? And I do see this diamond on the bottom here, okay? So it could be that, you're making a serious commitment to somebody who has Leo strongly aspected in their chart, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, or they have a lot of planets, loaded in the 7th house. You might be ready to make it official. And I see it brings, a beautiful balance in your life. This is somebody you can really build a happy home with. I do think that whoever this person is, there's some kind of like travel involved. And there's a few different ways you could see that. Maybe you'll just be going on some trips with this person. Um, but if you're going on trips with them, I feel like the end goal is like, let's figure out where we're going to lay down roots together. There's something about a house and connection with it, and moving in together and building together. It could be, you're getting married. And if you're getting married, you might be planning your honeymoon. You're planning to travel and check it out. Or, who you are connecting with, they live in another locale. So you got to travel to see them. But there is this piece of movement, travel involved in your situation. Reiterated again here with the 6 of Swords energy. And sometimes this is a travel over water. So maybe you're going to like go on a cruise with somebody, or visit somebody by the water, seaside, lakeside, there's some element here. I feel like, you might take a cruise. I don't know why that's coming in, but I'm going to just roll with it. Okay. Top of the deck energy. We see that you've moved out of a very disillusioning cycle. There were some hidden things that came to light. But it's okay. You needed to have that moment of recognition. You needed to have that moment where you saw things as they truly are, because that's what freed you up to have this new beginning that comes for you in love in the summertime. This is a summer timing card with this Ace of Cups. So really beautiful energy. Yeah. And it leads to your happy home. There's that 4 of Wands energy. Some of you Sagittarians are going to be tying a knot. This is a big marriage card, okay? I don't know if everybody's looking for that, but this is like your person, your person. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups, new beginning in love, and it all has to do with you, also, put things to rest with the past. And coming in after this, we have Queen of Swords energy. Okay. So a couple different pieces coming in here. This could be the person that you ended it with. Queen of Swords can often represent, the ending of a relationship and the person who was left behind. This could be somebody who's coming in, but Queen of Swords relates to Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, so air sign energy. You see, after that, we got the Emperor, okay? That relates to Aries energy, big boss energy, though, really see you taking charge. You're like, you know what you want, you're going to go for it. You're not going to hold yourself back. And we got right after that the King of Swords. So I don't know if some of you Sagittarians have strong air placements in your chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but we see a true pair here, okay? And people often say, oh, but they're not facing each other. But if you notice, that Queen of Swords is looking back at the King, and that King, is also, head is tilted in that direction as well. So sometimes this is a matter of a need to sort of like buck up, with this Aries energy. And if there's somebody that you need to have a healing with, because you want to move forward, it's important for you to kind of like take charge, step up to the plate, do what you need to do to make that happen. Okay. So that is a message coming through. And, I don't know how that applies in your situation, but you'll be able to feel it out. There is big boss energy here, though. I feel like there is a need to step into the position of really kind of taking charge. If you know that there's something you need to make right, make it right. But I do see happiness in store for you. I'm going to do one final cut of the deck energy here. Okay. 7 of Wands. You know what you want. It looks like there's a lot of people that don't agree with you. I do see there could be some drama around this, but I think you're going to stand firm. Yeah, I see you moving forward with this Chariot. And there's that 6 of Swords, okay? So you're definitely moving away from troubled times and you're moving toward calmer waters. So only you know where that place is that gives you that feeling. It looks like you do have some kind of choice to make here with the 2 of Swords. It's all about you coming into your heart with this Queen of Cups energy, all right? Lean into your heart. This is a decision you have to make with your heart. You have to feel out what feels right to you. But I think you're going to figure it out, all right? And you're going to move forward with passion and purpose. Wherever you're heading, whoever you're heading to, it's definitely going to lead to a new beginning for you. I see you moving forward for sure. Yeah, right behind that Chariot, you got your Ace of Pentacles. You got your brand new beginning. All right? It's coming in. It's coming in. Ace of Pentacles is a spring timing card. So this may be a little bit before you see this fully come to fruition. But I think you're going to see the start of this, coming in for you in June. Things are shifting. You're moving away from the past and you're stepping into your future. And there's a lot of beautiful things on deck for you. Play your cards right, and do what you need to do to boss up and make happen what your heart tells you you want to have happen. All right? Because it looks like a lot of good stuff on deck. And if there is somebody, that you hurt, that you feel, bad about it, maybe it's this, energy that came in the beginning. Maybe it's the Scorpio. I don't know. There is some hurt here with these energies, with this King of Swords, Queen of Swords. If there's somebody you need to apologize to or make it right with for you to move forward cleanly, then do that. But you're definitely entering into a new cycle here, and it looks really good. And I'm going to close off here, and the other signs will be coming in with a future video. All right. Dream big. There's lots of good energy coming in. All right. We're all moving away from that past energy and we're moving toward a new potential. So always have hope. Things are going to turn around.